Hi, I'm Iona and I'm a fourth year integrated maths master's student at Warwick. And since the exams are running a bit different this year, with them being sat at home or wherever you may have ended up, I thought I'd show you how my exam system works so that you can get an idea of what it's like. So I don't technically have a desk at home, so instead I do all my revision on the dining room table, and that's actually where I do my exams. I find it's really good that my exams are sat in the same place that I learn everything. Like, it just feels like a normal kind of session slightly. So I always lay my desk out in the same way. So I'm going to show you all the stuff that I've got on it. So this is what my desk looks like. You're allowed any like textbooks that are recommended by the course, so I've got a couple of them here that I got out of the library before everything went weird. I've also got my notes. I really like this system, so I've got the normal notes all labelled up with which week they were in. And then at the back, like past exam papers and so on, and my attempts at exercises. But then at the front, you can see here I've got all these different numbers, and that's because our lecturer actually put this module, he made a list of all the topics for each week. So on week 4 I've got like the notes for that. I think that's quite a nice filing system for in the exam. I know where to look. And then over here we've got some index cards, so I find that's really helpful just for the really basic definitions. I've got them on here. Some exams I only do index cards and don't do the big notes, but they're just handy for things to quickly access. And then here I've got my notebook that I use for everything. It can be a bit tricky because everything gets muddled, but it's handy to just have it there in the exam, because sometimes if an exercise comes up and I'm like, oh actually this looks really familiar, I can flick back to my workings from the last time I tried it. It's quite useful, I think, having it in a notebook, because everything stays in order, so I can be like, oh, I did that a long time ago. That'll be early on in the book. And then here I've got the actual stuff I work on for my exam. So you can see there, this is paper that's got my student number at the top. So all you have to do is write that at the top, then number up your pages at the end. This is actually the exam I just took just now, but I can't actually show you it because, it just happened. That is confidential. But I've got here one from another year I thought it would be good to see. They've taken out so you don't have to do so many questions. This year you just do one fewer questions, so it's a bit less of a nightmare. Oftentimes they'll have a compulsory question at the start, just to make sure you've learnt the basics. So you still have to do that this year, but then you just take away one of the other ones. So the way that you actually access the exam is online. You go to the Alternative Exams portal, and there it shows all of your current assessments and the ones that are upcoming as well. So I've got the one I did today and then one that I've got in 3 weeks' time. So this one, it tells you that you can't start it yet, but once the time comes to start it, then you've got 24 hours to open it up in, and once you've opened it up, you've got 3 hours, 45 minutes from then until it needs to be uploaded, sent off, finished. So the way that you upload it is you do it all on paper, and then you get an app like Genius Scan on your phone, scan each page, obviously numbered in the corner, and then once they're all scanned you can check that they're all good. And then the way I do it is I upload it to iCloud Drive. I tried out a few ways of doing it, but this one seemed like the most consistent to me. You just gotta download it from there, and then you save it and upload it to the Moodle page, and then you're done. This one I already uploaded today, and that's what it looks like at the end of your exam. I hope that you've found this post slightly reassuring, that it gives you a better idea of what exams at Warwick are looking like at the minute. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and do the little heart button on the Our Warwick blog, and check out my other posts. On my profile I've got something telling you about all the accommodations, doing a tour, which is probably quite useful at the minute when you can't actually get to campus, and some other posts telling you about what my life is like here. So check them out and let me know what else you want to see in this vlog.